the world had waited for.
We will allow you to enjoy all of this. They are dancing in the pubs of Dublin. Harrington with an ace.
And we have a shining star at sunset. Rory continues his run to greatness.
The return to glory.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Bogeymen's live coverage of the AIG Women's Irish Close. So it's come down to the final pair in Holly Hamilton and Anna Dawson. So we're here in Ardee on the Ardee Golf Club on the first. Two of them had kind of different routes to get here to the final, but the way these two have been playing it, smashing in birdies over the last couple of days, it's sure to be an unbelievable final. Weather seems to be holding up so far. So again, anyone who hasn't been to Ardee before, Parkland Golf Course, you can see behind my shoulders, fairly tree lined. So interesting to see what they take off the tee. I'm not sure if driver is going to be the play on every single hole. So kind of knowing, being tactical and where you're going to hit your tee shots is going to be really important. So diving into the two finalists. First, we'll start with Holly Hamilton. Very young players, 19 years of age, just signed for the University of Denver. So she's going to go there just in autumn. So she won the Challenge Cup with Wales over in Ireland, and her route to the final, very interesting. So for those who don't know, this is a stroke play tournament, and then it turns into match play. So she was 7th in the stroke play with 1 under. So that put her straight into the match play. And then she got the better of Kate Dillon in the first round, 6-4. Then she beat Anna Abom, who's been playing really well this year. So it was a really good victory for her. And then into the semi-final this morning, she beat Zoe McLean-Tatton 3-2. So comfortable enough, a few little where she got a little bit in trouble, but she was able to come through and played some unbelievable golf. Her putter on fire the past couple of days, and I think that's hopefully going to come through today. She spoke about it before being her favourite club, very happy with it, how she kind of was reading the greens, how much it was rolling. So kind of coming from that young, the just breaking into this kind of senior side of these championships is Holly. Then on the other side, you've got Anna Dawson, who has just finished her college career in University of Arkansas. So she's actually going to Maynooth to do her master's, and she's involved in the Podrick Harrington scholarship program as well. So we've got two kind of ex-collegiate athletes coming in here playing in this championship. Now, talk about a storyline. Anna Dawson's week has gone from highs and lows, absolutely incredible. So again, she started with her stroke play, and she made the cut on the number. She was the last player in on the stroke play. Okay, she was 4 over, and she came 16th. So the last player in. So not a great start for her, probably from where her standards are. But having said that, once you're into the knockout stages, you're into the knockout stages. Her first round against Katie Poots, definitely the match of probably the week. It went to the 20th hole. An absolute unbelievable match. Anna had 10 birdies out of her 20, and finally got it to on the 20th, the second playoff hole to advance. So again, she has made this not so much difficult for herself, but the quality of golf that she's been playing up against has been unbelievable. So into the quarterfinal, 6 more birdies in her 16 holes, and then she gets an eagle on 17. So again, something to look out for when we're going through this. If we get down to those final holes, both these two girls do hit it far, and eagles are on the card. Going then into her quarterfinal, she beat Shannon Burke 2-1, very solid. And then into semi-final, it was Ellen O'Shaughnessy who she beat 6-4, so a little bit more comfortable. So in terms of that, both players on form, different routes into this final. In terms of their playing ability, are playing styles similar enough. I think Anna's ball striking vastly improved over this season. Not a stranger to these big events. She came fourth in the Irish Women's Amateur Championship, and that actually qualified her to play in the Women's Irish Open in Carton House. So her debut in a pro event. She's played on the biggest stage of the LET, of the Ladies European Tour. So that little bit of experience this season alone gives her that little bit of confidence to come into this, and it'll be interesting to see how that works out. As you can see over my shoulder, crowd's starting to come up, starting to come in, and we're probably going to tee off within about 5 minutes. So a bit of a family affair, and the caddies as well. Okay, so if we're looking at Holly, her brother is her caddy, and with Anna, her dad is her caddy. So their caddies know them very, very well. They know where the traps in their game are, how to keep them concentrated, how to maybe ease the pressure around. So that's in terms of their team on the golf course. That's where they are. In terms of pressure-wise, listen, they've played a lot of golf. Through each round. Again, some of them were very, very tense and very, very close. So I think that kind of bodes well for them coming into this final. Where do I think it's going to go? I couldn't really toss it between them in terms of their ability. Anna probably shades it in terms of that little bit more experience, but through her tournament, she's had ups and downs. She's able to come in clutch when she's needed to. She has been able to pull stuff out of the bag. She has birdies galore, eagles, but she also has a little bit, if you're looking back at her, she have just this week of where she hasn't played at her best. Holly again is very, very similar like that. She's a great ball striker. She can hit it very well. You know, similar enough where she's probably looking at this going, is it her time to kind of come in and win a championship? But if we're looking at the golf course, first 9 holes, very, very tight. You can see over my shoulder the tree-line nature of this golf course. Again, we spoke about it before. Do you hit driver? Do you hit driver and do you play it down there? But it's very, very tight, very narrow. Nerves will tell, but do you hit irons off the tee? Do you try and put yourself in really good spots? Even now, you can see straight down. It is a golf course where you hit this offline, off this fairway into the rough. You are pitching out between trees. So you're not dead, but it does kind of take away that second shot into a green. So I think tactically, this is a really interesting golf course for these two who hit it a long way, who kind of like to pull driver and like to smash it. So interesting to see what clubs they do pull out. They now know this golf course really well. They've played 4, 5, 6 rounds here now. Double round days as well. So interesting to see if they keep with their same tactics when they're going through, or going through the final out. How is it going to work? It's pure match play. So if that changes it as well, as they're going to watch what each other's doing, are they trying to be tactical and lay up sometimes at the first shot in? Very, very hard to tell. But that's why I think these two are going to be it's really interesting final, and I think this is going to be really, really tactical, and I think pretty close. So 2 minutes to tea time. Players having a bit of a chat. They know each other. I suspect they won't be chatting once tees are in the ground, okay? But it's all kind of smiles on the tee box. I actually feel that's going to go, and I think both of them will turn on the little bit of competitiveness and the cutthroat. You've seen the picture of the trophies just sitting there. It's a big trophy. It's one of the majors in women's amateur golf, and there's been a lot of big stars to win it beforehand, and I think competitively they'll just start to kind of drift off into their own little teams. So not that long a hole. A slight dog leg left, as you can see over my shoulder. So again, just putting it into place where you have a good angle in. Don't hit it too far into those trees and you won't have that angle. But also all the way down the left-hand side is out of bounds. That's not where you want to go. Too far right, you cut your angle off. So even on the first, you need to be very, very precise in where you put this tee shot. there'll be a bit of nerves. There's a little bit of a crowd around. A lot of Ardee members here watching it. A lot of dignitaries from Golf Ireland as well. So there will be nerves on this first tee. Interesting to see how they take this. Just so you know, we've got a couple of cameras here, so hopefully you'll be able to see when we get down there. You'll get a good angle of everything, and hopefully be able to see exactly what I'm talking about in terms of how precise you have to be inside this. I think I'm going to turn over and just let you watch the action.
Good afternoon, everybody. You're very welcome to the AIG Irish Women's Amateur Coach being competitive by Anna Dawson representing Samoa, and our opponent today is Holly Hamilton representing Steve O'Connor.
Okay, cool. So up first on the tee, who has the honour? This is Anna Dawson, going what looks like a 3-wood. It's just gone a little left. She'll have to get out and see if it came out. So Holly Hamilton going with an iron. You could say it. So Holly Hamilton now going with an iron. You probably have to say it could be advantage Holly here on the first. Lovely shot from Holly, straight down the middle of the fairway, a little bit of draw. So, we have a recap video of how the tournament went yesterday. So we are going to show you how we got to this morning and take a look.
Anna Dawson carded an amazing 16 birdies and one match-winning eagle as the Tramore golfer came through 2 tightly contested matches to book her place in the semi-finals of the AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship at Ardee Golf Club on Friday morning. Having come through stroke play qualifying right on the cut line on Wednesday afternoon, Dawson would take on Katie Poots of Knock in the top match on Thursday morning in what would turn out to be a fascinating contest. The pair traded holes for much of the match before the tie would be decided on the 20th hole, with Dawson carding her 10th and the match's 17th birdie overall.
Yeah, it was crazy. I actually didn't realise until Katie's dad was caddying for her and we were walking up 16, I think it was, and he was like, that's about 15 birdies between the two of you. But then when we came in, we counted. But yeah, it was a crazy match. Like, we were holding putts like there was no tomorrow. But yeah, we were lucky. It was 1 up, 1 down the whole way this morning, but I was lucky I finished it on 20.
Buoyed by her performance in the morning session, Dawson carried that momentum into her quarter-final tie versus Shannon Burke of Ballinrobe, carding 6 more birdies before closing out the match with a sensational eagle on the par 5 17th.
Yeah, it was very close the whole way with Shannon. Birdies were definitely winning it. We have so many holes in pars too. But yeah, it was nice to finish off the match with an eagle there on 17.
Fellow Irish international Zoe McLean-Tatton awaits Dawson in the first of tomorrow's semi-finals. The Romford star came through her last 16 tie against Libby Fleming of El Camino Country Club at 3-2. McLean-Tatton put on a dominant back 9 display against Kate Dwyer of Rossmore, which is enough to see her through to the final day.
Well, yeah, I played pretty solid both rounds, but the first round I missed a few 5-6 footers, which was a bit annoying, but I held it in and got it through in the end. And then this afternoon I went off with a rubbish start. I was down, and then I got it back, and then I was down again, and then I finally got back to all square, and then I think I got 4 birdies in a row, so that really got it going, and then just played solid to the end. And then, yeah, unfortunately, Kate didn't have a good last hole, but I just stayed there and got a 4, so yeah, finished there.
Holly Hamilton of Beaver Park and Ellen O'Shaughnessy of County Louth Golf Club are set to face off in the bottom match on Friday morning. Hamilton impressed in her opening match of the day, beating Kate Dillon of Wick Gerard 6-4, before coming through a tight affair against Anna Abom of Edmonstown 2-1.
Yeah, no, it was nice. I mean, got off to a good start, 3 up through 4. And then I knew Anna wasn't going down without a fight, so she came back on 16, held a good putt, and then 17, lived out for birdie. But no, it was a good match, yeah, kept going the whole way. Oh, it would mean everything, yeah, it would mean a lot. Going off to America in a couple of weeks, so I mean, it would mean everything, yeah. Especially I haven't had my best season so far, so yeah, it would mean a lot, for sure.
Ellen O'Shaughnessy was not pushed past the 14th hole in either of her matches, as the County Louth golfer took comprehensive victories 5-4 over Ella Cantwell of Esker Hills and 7-6 over Molly O'Hara.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, the course is playing great and just held a good few putts today, so yeah, the putter was working well, so yeah, that's all. Yeah, this morning was nice. Like, held, birdied 3 and 4, did the same today. Well, I eagled 4 today, so it was 4 under through 4. Yeah, just kind of played pretty steady then throughout the rest of it. I feel like I just try and just keep pretending it's stroke play. I kind of try not to feed too much into the match play thing of like what they're doing, like nothing. It's like I always just pretend like it's nothing to do with me. Just try and keep watching my own score, like count it in my head, see how low I can go. Yeah, obviously it's a great event and like I've been playing it now for a couple of years, so it'd be great to get it done. Yeah, I'm playing Holly in the morning. We're staying together tonight, so she better sleep with one eye open.
I know, yeah, she's been cooking this week, but I mean, I'll be careful tonight. Watch this in my food for sure.
Semi-final action tees off on Friday morning, with the final set to begin in the afternoon, as a champion will be crowned for the 2025 AIG Irish Women's and Girls Amateur Close Championship.
Hi guys, welcome back. So Anna got very lucky with her tee shot, kind of came off a tree into the fairway. So she's hit another, she kind of hit a 3-wood off right, so just right of the green. And then Holly had a beautiful shot right there in the middle of the fairway. So she's actually a little bit shocked. I think she hit maybe a 7 iron, 8 iron, and it just bounced through the back of the green. She was a little bit shocked at it. So still very even keel here. As you can see, just into the trees, just a little bit awkward of where the ball's sitting, just into the rough with a couple of tree trunks. But she's a lot of room to work with, so all about her kind of getting in good contact and landing it in a good spot. Anna Dawson just getting caught on the rough there. This was a tricky shot, so probably just missed out on the bounce. Holly now with kind of less room to work with, but she could stick this in close and really put pressure on Anna on this first hole. Oh, she's chipped in. What an unbelievable chip. That is a superb shot. Okay, so guys, we're going to go to an ad break and we'll be right back after this.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo. Grand. A super low battery range. Grand. And 50,000 intelligent LEDs.
grand.
Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
Welcome back, guys. Just a reminder that the Bogeymen's coverage of all amateur golf is brought to you by AIG. If you're just joining us, Holly Hamilton has chipped in on the first to go one up. A lovely, lovely chip from the back of the green. We're on the second hole, about 150 yard par 3. Green protected by 2 bunkers at the front. Both players have hit a brilliant shot into the green. Anna Dawson, from where we are, looks very, very close. Interesting to see now how close that is. Holly just right of the pin, so she is a kind of a putt for birdie as well. But after the first hole, it's advantage to Holly Hamilton. And classic match play, she's chipped in and absolutely killed the little bit of momentum that Anna had. So again, a lot of golf to be played. We talked about before the broadcast how both these girls have birdies in loads of different ways, whether it be with their putting and obviously with chipping it in close. But yeah, a great birdie for Holly on the first, and this game has really come alive now. So it will be Holly Hamilton to put first, I think. I think she is the furthest one out. Sorry, so this will be Anna Dawson to put first. Bit of a downhill breaker. From right to left. The trick is the one to get the speed right. Just slight miss there with Anna Dawson, but a good putt for speed. So Anna in for par. Over to Holly now. A little straighter putt for her. But again, nothing. Still a little bit tricky. There's still that little bit of break in around the pin that just caught Anna off. Oh, again, very good putt there by Holly, but another par. So that hole is halved. So Holly Hamilton, through holes, is still 1 up. We go on to the third, which is a par 4. Again, still quite tree lined, so it can get in a bit of trouble if you go offline. But 2 bunkers down around the front of the green, but a nice chance to open up the arms and smash one down there. This is Holly Hamilton, still her honour. Lovely tee shot there from Holly Hamilton, just fading a bit out to the right where there's a little bit of space. Gives her a perfect angle into the green. Anna Dawson with a superb drive again, middle of the fairway. So, like we said before the broadcast, both players, very comfortable with their driver, and happy to hit the long ball. So, not surprising, both of them have found the fairway in 2 big digs. When we're looking at this, is it going to be more of a who can wedge this in close and their, distance control with the short irons? Both very decent putters, so I don't know. It could be one of those games which comes down to how close your approach shots can get into the pin. First time I've ever been in Ardee Golf Club. Lovely golf club, lovely tree lined. I know Johnny's always talking about how many good parkland courses there are in Ireland. We don't just have links. Neither of us have played this course, so I definitely think it'd be one on the list to come back when there's open comps on. I think it'll probably suit Johnny more than me, considering I have a slice that doesn't seem to be going away no matter what I do. So very interesting. When we're coming up to this green, which you probably can see, there are 2 bunkers. One on the left-hand side of the green, which catches anything that's going to go a little bit left wind into at the moment. There's a bunker short of the green, which shouldn't be any much problem for the 2 players here. They should have enough to get over it. But anything that doesn't come clean off the club face, or anything just a little short, isn't perfect, could end up in that bunker. And then, not quite a fairway bunker, but it's not a greenside bunker, so that could cause problems. So, probably going to be really, really smart with their second shots. Not the longest hole, but I reckon it'll probably be a mid-iron in here. So, Holly Hamilton just out driving Anna Dawson just that little bit. Kind of went with the power fade. So it will be Anna to play first. Looking about 150 yards, 145 yards in. So an 8 or 9 iron, probably the choice for Anna. Wind a little bit coming in from the left, which will help to avoid that greenside bunker. Great strike by Anna. She's gone just right of the pin. Super shot onto the green. Holly has that shorter shot in. Probably looking at about 120 to 125 yard shot in, so it'll only be a wedge for her. Again, you can see she has the good angle into the green from this, knowing that she's hitting her tee shot onto the right hand side. Just leaking a little right for Holly. Yeah, I think probably distance club was the right one. Just not hitting the green, so she will have a chip on with a lot of room to work with. So not the end of the world for Holly. But we just saw in the first, her short game seems to be really on fire today, so shouldn't worry her too much. She's avoided both bunkers, and she has a little bit of a valley between the humps and the hollows to get onto the green. So a little bit of an advantage to Anna here now, who's already sitting on the green. So Anna about pin high. Again, probably tough pin today, right at the front, so it'll be hard to hold it onto the front with that long drop straight down the front of the green. So Anna being pin high, yes, she is the start of a downhill putt, but in a good zone. Holly's lie looks quite nice. It's in the kind of just into the rough, but it looks like a decent lie. Again, a good bit of green to work with, depending how she has enough space to kind of drop and let it roll up to the pin hopefully without any danger of it going into this bunker. So Holly is just a score update. Holly is 1 up through 2. And we're on the third green here. So fairly tight over the first 3 holes. Probably chipped that one a little further than she wanted. Didn't probably get as much check as needed, but that'd be a long par putt. A long par putt with a little bit of uphill. So it is to Holly again. She is the further one away. So a tough uphill putt here for Holly. It's there's a little bit of break in it. She's going to have to be able to get it up this little hill and then flatten out in around the hole. So Holly Hamilton with her par putt. She knocked it a good bit, but the bogey putt had been conceded, so this Anna has a chance to get one back. She's got 2 putts to bring the match all square. I think confidence-wise, I'd love to drain a birdie here. Slight downhill start for her, and then it's going to go back uphill again. So it's all about the pace that she's going to hit this. Oh. So Anna's claimed that the ball moved on that little slope, but she didn't hit it. So I spoke about it as in it was on that little downhill slope. If it's call a referee over. So my understanding is she just has to step away, remark, and play a shot. Everything seems okay, but interesting start on the 3rd hole. Anna Dawson for birdie. She left that a little bit short. It's just not into gimme range. Just makes it a little bit uncomfortable. So this is her par putt. Probably about 3 feet, but with where this pin is, a bit tricky little read on this. This is Anna's par putt, and to bring the match all square through 3. And does so. Good par. That brings the match all square through 3 holes. Okay, so the 4th hole, par 5. Very gettable for these 2 players that like to hit driver. So even though tree lined, even though it is narrow, good big landing spot just where where these girls hit. Definitely gettable in 2, I think, for them. No bunkers in play till about 315, 20 yards up there. So nothing to worry about. Another chance to open the arms and put it down there. A tree on the right-hand side could block you out. So if you're going to favour one, it's just this to this left-hand side of the fairway, giving you a chance to go for this green in 2. So Anna Dawson up first. Lovely shot. Might have just run into the rough on the left hand side, but perfect angle in for the green, avoiding that tree on the right. So Hannah Hamilton, who outdrove Anna on the last hole, see if she can keep that up. Hannah Hamilton, ooh, it's long again, it's out on the left hand side, should be okay. Okay guys, while they're on the walk, we're going to take another ad break. Just a reminder that the Bogeymen's amateur coverage is brought to you by AIG.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo.
A super low battery range.
And 50,000 intelligent LEDs.
It's grand.
Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
aig.ie. It's got to be AIG.
As you can see, sweeping fairway from right to left. Everything hit on that right side of fairway is just going to move down onto the left. Hannah Hamilton now looking to bounce back after 2 holes that she's given away. Absolute smash drive down onto the right hand side. Just going to get a lovely bounce down to the left. Lawrence, you just keep making sure my mic is in range of you. I don't wander off. But to be fair, the two have made it look very, very easy. Anna Dawson, middle of the fairway, an absolute bomb down. Has caught even, gone back up the hill towards the green. Holly Hamilton just right hand side into the kind of semi-rough. Again, angle in where she won't have to hit over a bunker. Anna Dawson has to deal with that massive bunker on the front of the green. Both of them have probably less than 100 yards in. So again, it's this wedge contest I kind of spoke about earlier about these two and who can wedge it closer is gonna come out on top. Recap of the scores. Anna Dawson is 2 up through 5, with a par and an eagle in the last 2 holes to get there. Sorry, Anna Dawson is 1 up, sorry. Apologies, 1 up. She was able to bring it back even on the 3rd with a par, and then on the 4th she had an eagle to take it to 1 up. But it will be Anna Dawson first from 70 yards in. Pin just up on that second plateau. Lovely shot, and also it's got up onto that second plateau. Very good shot, so probably gives her a birdie putt. Holly Hamilton now just from the right hand side. Lie looks a little buried, so she's just going to have to make sure she gets that wedge right underneath it. But again, similar yardages, maybe 55, 60 yards in. Again, still has to get over onto that second tier, kind of at the back where the pin is. Everything at the front is going to slope back down into a hollow. And she does so. Lovely little bounce onto the fringe. Hard to see from where we are. Green is kind of above our heads from down here. So tricky pitch shot. So won't know exactly how the ball lies till we get up there. But both players fairly happy, and I'd say both of them have a birdie putt. At the tee box over water, and then an uphill all the way up to the green. So, like I said, driving not a problem for these two players. Absolutely smashed the ball. So it looks to be Holly Hamilton here first. Just kicked off to the back of the green. Still, she avoided the little hollows on that back left hand side of the green. So a flat-ish putt here, possibly a little downhill. So birdie putt just slips by for birdie putt just this pass for Hannah Hamilton. So it'll be Anna now to go for her birdie. Again, so two little tricky par putts for both Anna and Holly. Tricky green this with, as I said, a lot of humps and hollows, a lot of kind of hidden breaks and hidden slopes. Not even short ones here are given because it is green. Oh, par putt just slipped by for Holly. So Anna Dawson has this for par and for the hole to go 2 up through 5 holes. And she makes it. So that is Anna Dawson, 2 up through 5. Again, a reminder, all our coverage this year of the amateur scene in Ireland is brought to you by AIG. So, moving on to the 6th hole. Again, another par 4 back down the kind of hill we just played. So, tree lined all the way down, water about just about 200 yards. Water about 200, 205 yards. So players will have to lay up before that. Uphill up to the green, so I don't think going over the water would be the play for either of them. So probably looking at 4 iron, maybe a hybrid. A 3-wood might get either player into a bit of trouble. They both hit it quite long. Anna going with what looks like a hybrid, so maybe a 3 or 4 hybrid. Lovely shot there by Anna, straight down the middle of the fairway. Just in a really good layup spot just before the upslope. Looks like a really good lie in the middle of the fairway. Holly now going with an iron, maybe a 4 or 5 iron. Just trying to put it in the kind of same sort of zone. Ooh, a bit of an awkward bounce there for Holly, just kind of kicked right just into the rough, so hard to see from here, but there could be a tree trunk in her way. She might have to pitch out. So it was kind of bounced into that second kind of cut and then took a right bounce. So lie could be okay, but there is that bit of tree trunk that's sticking out that could cause her a bit of problems. Backswing looks to be okay, but definitely as we get down closer, we'll be able to give you a better idea of how that ball lies. Okay, so just walking down this 6th hole here, lovely kind of viewpoint down from this fairway. You've got kind of trees just coming in across over the water, and then you just might see this huge big bunker right in front of the green. Anna Dawson in perfect position, just left hand side of the fairway, gives her the little bit more of an angle to attack the green. Pin looks to be at the front of the green, so again, their distance control and their approach is going to have to be perfect. Everything kind of short of this green is going to slip straight down into that massive bunker, and it looks pretty nasty to get out of that bunker, to be honest. So knowing your yardage is going to be absolutely critical here for Anna. Of course, over onto Holly, who's on the right hand side. It looks really tricky, a really unfortunate bounce has just kind of kicked her right. I think probably not exactly what she deserved. So I think she's gonna have to pitch out into the fairway. I can't see her being able to manufacture a massive cut slice into the green. Really tricky shot to pull off. Don't think she's going to be able to go over the trees either from that lie, so I think she's going to have to just pitch it out left. Distance wise, from where I am, it looks like it should probably be Anna to go first. So she could heap a load of pressure here on Holly if she can wedge this close. So what we've got in maybe about 120, 115 in for Anna here, middle of the fairway into this pin. Off left of the pin is a little bit of drop off out the back, so not ideal. She goes at this pin, as we talked about, can sink into the bunker. Anything right of the pin is pretty safe, probably the play considering where Holly is. It looks really good from here. Will it stay up there? It will. So Anna went straight at the pin. So she's just off the edge of the green. Superb shot. It held up there. Probably have to say advantage Anna here as well. I mean, Holly's really stuck in behind this tree. I don't think it's the tree as much as it's this, the bottom bottom of the tree. Yeah, little wedge out. Those nasty ones. You hope it didn't wreck the bottom of your wedge, to be honest. It's those nasty, horrible ones that I'm in quite a lot. Solly now. Probably going to have to wedge this close to just to stay in this hole. And she'll have about 90 yards in. And just we're down in this hole. Lovely, lovely 6th hole. We're just down at the very kind of bottom of this hill. So, again, it looks like the green is about 40, 50 feet above us here. Again, tricky shot. She's going to have to go high with it to land it softly on the top of that green. I'm not sure if you can see it on your screen, but the golf course is in immaculate condition. Lovely, I call them Champions League grass lines cut diagonally. It's in fantastic condition. Oh, Holly just in a couple of minds about how to play this shot. She's gone back, trying to look at wind. Well, she's stuck with the club, stuck with whatever wedge she has. Actually caught it a little heavy. Yeah, just caught it a tad heavy. So she's ended up in that big bunker front of the green. Oh, it's disappointing. Just caught that wedge shot just a little heavy and just didn't fly it enough. So it'll be Holly Hamilton now out of the bunker. On the green. She will have a birdie putt. So green in around the pin fairly flat. So Anna can really try and attack this pin if she can get a good bit of loft. Just leaves it short. So hole has been conceded. So Anna goes 3 up through 6 holes.
I'm back. So Anna Dawson here 3 up there. I heard you made won the last of the 5th of the par.
Yeah, with a par. Very tricky green on the 5th. So both of them were kind of a bit quirky. That 6th hole, beautiful golf hole. From Eve, what was the view like from the view at the back of the green? What was their view like from the approach shots when you were above them?
It was really nice. The elevation changed, obviously down after the tee ball landed. Like watching the golf ball come up was very impressive. Because also, I mean, such was where Ben was on camera. It was. The flag, so you can see it come on up. In that sense that like there's a massive uphill and at the front pin, which like with the bunker in front of you, it goads you into flying straight at it.
Yeah, as you said before, before we started the broadcast, this tight front nine. You know, your tee shots have to be in play. And to be fair, both these girls absolutely smashed the ball. It's just a little bit offline can cost you 2 shots, which Holly just had a very unlucky bounce into the right hand side, and it just caught her a bit. So 7th hole. Again, we're gonna tee off over water, bunker, in a nice kind of landing zone for these girls who do hit it far. So whether they take a little bit off and land just before might be the ideal play. Anna Dawson just going right of the bunkers. It's a fantastic shot. Holly has out-driven her a few times here, so I like Holly's swing, Johnny. A bit Hideki Matsuyama. There's a little pause at the top and then just raw power coming through. So Holly Hamilton here. Sends an absolute bomb up the right hand side of the fairway, so avoids the bunker altogether.
So Anna Dawson, it's safe to say she has a pretty strong grip on this match, this final of the AIG Women's Irish Close Amateur Championship. We're going to head up to the fairway now, but we'll take a quick ad break and we'll join live on-course coverage just after this.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo.
A super low battery range.
And 50,000 intelligent LEDs.
It's grand.
Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
It's got to be AIG.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
Okay, so first drive, Anna gives herself about 70 yards into the pin. Again, the green above them, so you're not able to actually see the green when you're just trying to land it into a few things. You have to know the green from memory. But I have to say, Holly Hamilton has hit an absolute bomb. She has hit it straight up above it, so she has a wedge on from a flat area towards the green. And absolute huge drive, Johnny.
I will say that Anna Dawson has put herself into this position every time that she's played this hole, and every time she's stitched it. So it's a number she obviously likes, 70 yards. And she's continued that trend. Maybe a little long that might have bounced at the back, but she's fired. She's definitely comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, she fired straight at the pin there. So as you say, probably looks like it took a bit of a heavy bounce, but should be okay with the bit of room out the back of the pin.
And conditions for the championship are great. You know, it's humid, cloudy without being too hot, but a little bit of a breeze there to keep players interested without it getting kind of cold or too chilly for these players. It's ideal championship conditions, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the tricky part of the course in this front line, as you said, which is narrow but also kind of blind pitch shots. So Hannah has a kind of a flat lie, but she's got a pitch over the bunker. One of the most dreaded shots in golf.
Maybe dreaded for you, me. Okay, so it looks like both players are going out the back of this green here. How good was Holly's chipping on one though? Oh my god!
And you know, her chip on the fifth as well was phenomenal. The fifth as well was unbelievable. She chipped it to 2-3 yards. Very tidy short game. So that pin, generally think about 4 or 5 yards just from that back, and that slopes all the way down. Hard green to keep hold of with a pitch shot, quite small.
Yeah, well, I think it's not to completely contradict you. I think it's a very big green, but with a lot of smaller plateaus on it.
A bit more runoff.
Yeah, and they're also very big turtleback greens, which is a theme of the golf course.
Your favourite green type, the turtleback.
A little bit of Biarritz thrown into them.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be Anna first to play. She is 3 up.
Yeah, 3 up through 6. Again, but if you're looking back through the results in this tournament, that doesn't mean either one could kind of Holly very, very capable of going on a 3-4 hole birdie sprint,
So a tricky one there that Anna's just left in the collar. So Holly's actually only just ran off the back of the pin, it looks like. Maybe 4 or 5 foot. Yeah, so it's on the upslope there. So it's a nice little chip, I guess, especially for us hackers. You can kind of just launch the club into the upslope and the ball doesn't pop out and roll forward. This is one that I imagine she's probably looking at holding as well. There it is, just punt it forward. Very good.
She seems like the type of player to me that is someone who wants to hole every chip, tries to hole every chip,
Your putting stats would be unbelievable if you just hold every chip. 14 putts per round, something like that. You're holding everything.
I mean, also, you hear the McGinleys in the world talk about this, that if your short game is good, it actually improves your approach play because you're not worried about missing greens.
That's
So it's that it's that's the second thing that the stats don't show, you know.
So this is a tough, interesting position there for Anna. She really needs to put this stone dead to force Holly to have the hole. That's got to be conceded, though. You got to think. Yeah, there we go. It took a minute, but there we go. Okay, so Holly's second went over the green, third to here. She has this for 4. Remember, Anna went along the green in 2. We'll call it a duff, but that's the wrong word for it. And 3, chipped on for 4, so she's in for 5. So this to win.
I reduce the deficit back down to 2. And she does so.
There it is.
Good win there by Hannah Hamilton, so that brings it down. So through 7 holes, Anna Dawson's lead has been cut to 2, so she's 2 up through 7. This game's far from over, Johnny. Mm-hmm. I think it can be one of those ones where we're going to have 2-3 hole swings where the momentum changes between these two. Both, I just think they're so solid off the tee. They hit the ball so far. I said earlier, it's going to be kind of a wedge game at who can approach it better. And depending on the lie you have, that can get tough. But I think Hannah's short game is phenomenal. I'm very, very impressed with her short game. Her chipping has been really, even her motion is smooth. There's real purpose. There's real, she knows exactly what she wants the ball to do, which we can only dream of, which is tough. Which is tough.
Yeah, which is interesting because so I watched their final 16 and quarter-final rounds yesterday, and I would have said that her strength would have been off the tee, but from what we've seen today, her short game has been very, very impressive. You're dead right. Her ability to get up and down, her scrambling stats must be ridiculous. Plus, then the fact that it's helped by chipping in on the very first hole, obviously.
So this 8th hole. So again, we got the water's going to play again. So I think it's going to have to be a layup before the water. I don't think you probably get over with driver. So Hannah going with an iron.
It's a golf course that it's not overly long, but it's very nicely designed, and it's like the kind of classic sense of a parkland design. That there are very clear obstacles in your way that are telling you, if you can carry it and trust it's going to go 260 plus, carry that little river. Good luck. But the smart play is absolutely just go 5 iron, 4 iron, 7 iron.
I think you're right. The smart play. If we're just looking there, I think Anne Hamilton just hit an iron off the tee and put herself just short of the water.
Yeah.
So that doesn't now. Both of them could probably carry it with driver, but then you've kind of an uphill kind of pitch shot, which wouldn't be as comfortable. So I think when you're saying smart, I think that's what struck out to me there was, put it on the flat part of the fairway. Yeah, you've got an extra club or 2, but you have a much better lie and a much better approach.
Because we'll see it now on the back nine. The golf course opens up a lot. So 10's a solid driver hole. 14, 15 are very strong driver holes. 16, 17, 18 are all driver holes. Neither of these players have seen 17 or 18 in a while.
A lot of them they've finished a lot earlier. Bar, of course, that absolute humdinger of a battle in the. I think it was at the quarterfinals for Anna, which went to 20 holes. Round 1. I think there was 17 birdies between her and her opponent.
Yeah, and then she finished it with an eagle on her last as well. So it is a game that had absolutely everything.
Yeah, against Katie Potts, Boots. 20 holes and she gets an eagle one. That's just I think they said even walking up the fairway, they turned to it and there was I just as they were chatting with their caddies, I think you guys have had 16, 17 birdies between the two of you in this 19-hole stretch, which is outrageous.
It was wild. So I joined them for the last couple of holes. I joined them 16, 17, 18, and then off on 19. Ironically, after all that, didn't even see the winning hole. But Anna, it was like nip and tuck all the way around. And so Anna...
They were sharing the lead a bit, weren't they?
Yeah, she was 1 up going down 18, and then Katie made a great par to win 18. And so it was nip tuck, it was close. It was very, very interesting, very good battle between the two of them. And then also on Holly's side, she and Ellen O'Shaughnessy have been rooming together. So Ellen and Holly are good mates, so they're playing in the semi-final today.
I think that would bring extra pressure. It's like, I really want to beat you more than I want to beat anyone else when we play. About 155, 158 yards in here for Hannah. Good strike there by Holly. So this 8th hole has 6 bunkers protecting the green, Johnny.
Just the 6.
Yeah. So, if you can get, I think, obviously middle of the green's an amazing shot, but avoiding all those bunkers is the trick on this hole.
Yeah.
With so many.
And from where we're standing, we're in the middle of the fairway. We're talking on the tee box how the smart plays go onto the fairway and put yourself in position. But those 2 bunkers that we're looking at in front, they're maybe like 50 yards short of the middle of the green. But from here they look right in front. It's a great deception. It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good golf course design. And that's a great shot. From here, that looks like that's gone long.
Yeah, it really does.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Great shot from Anna Dawson.
I was just, as you said, design a golf course. I was talking just earlier. It's just the actual condition of the golf course. I'm really, really impressed with. I'm calling it the Champions League mown grass lines. There's some going in angles, and even in terms of around the green, they've got them around as the breaks and the hollows and the grey. The kind of breaks are there, which I just obviously never been here before, but I think it's just. It's a parkland that probably makes you think, especially this front end makes you think, makes you work on what yardage to hit.
Whilst we're heading north, whilst we're waiting to get up to the green, I might as well tell you that the Bogeyman Golf Day is going to be on the 21st of August. We're doing an Amgen Irish Open preview show. 18 holes, shotgun start, 1 p.m. at Paris Court Golf Club. If you go to eventbrite.ie or .com, search up the Bogeyman, you'll find the page there. We'll put up on our Instagram stories and Twitter as well. For people, €50, you get a barbecue, your goodie bag on arrival, sleeve of branded Bogeyman Wilson golf balls. And there's even a little outdoor bar at the turn for anyone that wants to quench that thirst.
Yeah, a couple of little treats going on the day as well that you'll get to. There's a few little live stream with a long drive hole and near spin, which I think So I think there's
VS, those printed maps. We'll have a VS map as the prize there for the nearest the pin, and then we're going to be doing it live, like into the room, not recorded, not streamed. We'll be streaming and record everything into the room. Irish Open preview. And we've got Al Ford, comedian, joining us for a little bit of a chat, a bit of crack. Right, back to the golf. That's the hard sell done. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be Holly Hamilton up first. Has a very good fight back from her. She's got a big lip down to contend with, big drop off about halfway to the hole. So once it gets to there, you can see the shaded part of the grass there in the front of the screen. So it's going to move very fast. And it's going to hit that bank. You can see. Wow, great putt. Lovely putt. Yeah, to a couple of feet there. And again, just asking questions. That's been conceded by Anna. So lovely par there by Holly Hamilton. So she's in for 4. Anna Dawson for this to try and get back to 3 up.
Christian, we can start.
It's through the trees. Follow that path to your left. So Anna Dawson just stepping up.
Fantastic putt there by Holly. She synced. It's in.
Clutch putt there. So Anna Dawson moves back to 3 up after making a very good birdie there. So nice to see birdies winning holes. Absolutely deserved there. That was just solid golf there. We said this in the tee box. The smart play is just hit an iron off the tee box into a good position. Don't get fooled by the 2 bunkers short of the green. She stitches it to the back part of the green, gives herself 6, 7, 8 foot at a stretch, and just drains it. Clutch there from Anna Dawson, really, really good. And she moves back to 3 up through 8 holes. Penny golf left, very, very tight. We'll take a quick ad break. We'll be back to you in just 2 minutes.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo. A super long battery range. And 50,000 intelligent LEDs. It's grand. Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
You buy online at AIG.ie. It's got to be AIG.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
Welcome back to the now back nine of the AIG Irish Women's Close Amateur Championship here at Ardee. Anna Dawson stepped up on the tee. Driver in hand. And it is away, quickly picks up her tee, so she is very happy with that. She currently has a 3-up lead over Holly Hamilton, who is now herself just stepping up onto the tee box. Par 4, playing about 350 metres or so. 3 bunkers protect the green, but aside from that, I don't want to say it's a straightforward hole, but it's a straight away hole. And she's watching it a little bit to the left, a slight amount, but other than that, it's okay. It's fine. She doesn't look too happy with it, but it's 99% of us would take it any day of the week. So, Michael, what are your first key takeaways through the front 9 holes?
Yeah, like it's a lovely golf course. It's tight, but it's a thinking golf course in terms of yardages and tee shots. I mean, if you were watching for the past 9 holes, there's maybe 4 or 5 different clubs hit on different tee boxes to put themselves in position. In terms of like irons, hybrids, drivers. So yeah, I think really interesting golf course. Something where you have to plod your way around, think your way around. I think very interesting greens even as well. As you said, you talked about the turtleback green, about the kind of drop slope down. What I really liked was some greens are above your eyes, so you could be in the middle of the fairway, but all you see is the top of the flag.
And you have elevation change, and you can see it there, like we're walking down this big dip in the fairway, and the tee box is quite high in this 10th hole. The green is quite high as well, but within that, the fairway ducks and weaves up and down. So it's like a funky kind of elevation change to it. I was chatting to one of the, I think he's a board member in the club, and he looks after like the greenskeeping staff and all the stuff, and he's talking about the work that they've been putting into it. And he was saying holes 12, 13, 14 are their Amen corner, and I was like, I don't know if we can be calling it Amen corner, but we can call it Ardee corner.
Ardee corner. Ardee corner. Let's just christen it now, and let's call it when we get there.
So I'm looking forward to showing you, like for you guys seeing that. Obviously seen it a couple of times. A lovely par 3 13th over this lovely little pond. It's lovely, picturesque little hole, and 12 before that and 14 just after it are again good strong holes. 14 is this massive long par 5 which just curves from right to left. It's a big old dog leg that just never seems to stop turning. It's a great hole, really really nice, but then chokes up to a really 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 narrow green where there's just like trees almost like blocking the entrance into the green, almost like there are 1 or 2 trees too many, but it's just it's not, there aren't, like they're there. It's a really really well designed hole, and the trees in the front of the green are really good at just blocking errant shots, errant layup, and if too far left, too far right, you're in trouble. So the second shot in the par 14th is very important.
So we're back up here with the players. 2 big digs again for this hole, giving themselves maybe 80-ish yards into the pin. Anna Dawson on the fairway, so just at the left-hand side, and Holly Hamilton just left into the rough. We can just about see the top of her ball. Will have a big effect on her approach shot, Johnny, do you think?
So from the players I was talking to, they were saying that because you can see the rough cut down quite a good bit. So, but with that, you can catch the risk of flyers a little bit more. So, I mean, with the wedge in hand, I don't think she's really going to be caught with too much trouble. Like 2 great drives. She didn't like it really off the tee box, but she's in perfect position, really.
Again, she was just jumping there to try and see her landing spot on this green. Shows the elevation change.
That's going to be a little long. That'll probably roll toward the back of the green. It does, and off the back of the green. And that's just the risk with hitting from the rough, isn't it?
Yeah, like these greens are kind of, you have to really, as you said, land them in the right spots. And I know just all you do is keep this on the green, and it's perfect.
Yeah, because this will just roll up. She's not too happy with that one either, and that's also gone off the back. So yeah.
So same thing like it was on.
Tell you what, we were just totally wrong there.
Yeah, I think the same thing probably than it was on the 8th hole where both players just nipped it off the back as well. They are kind of. It's the undulations in the greens, as you said, not so much the size, but it's just on especially kind of where the pins are as well today. They're championship pins. They've put them on little either on the top plateaus or in little areas where you kind of have very close to the edge. For example, this pin here is on the left-hand side of the players from the fairway with a bunker just left. You go for that pin, it could kick on or end up in the bunker. So, listen, we've got a bit of a chip off in this hole.
We do indeed. Although, I imagine both of them were going to I'd go putter with that, but that's just me.
So it'll be Holly Hamilton to go first. Lai looks okay. Actually, it's not a chip off here, Johnny. It looks like both players have gone with putter, which is probably the smart choice. They're just off onto the fringe, so Ronan McNamara from Irish Golfer with mixing his pasta. It's an absolute disgrace. Penne and spaghetti.
So Holly there. Okay, that one
worried about that little drop off.
Yeah, and the ball's still rolling. Okay, it stopped now. But that's a funny one. So you can see there from our position here where Anna is. She's got to put the ball up over that ridge. The flag is kind of perched on top of that bank, and then anything beyond the hole is going to run away, as we saw with Holly. So it's a tricky enough putt there for Anna.
Rather be kind of short here than long, to be honest. It's moved even more than I thought.
And I mean, like, look, that was always going to happen with Anna. Like, there's no way she was going to hammer that one past, especially after seeing Holly's fall away. So Holly Hamilton here now with a tricky par putt, it has to be said. It's going to fall from her right to left. It's going to be uphill. 8 to Yeah, well, 7 or 8 foot. It's a tough putt, and all made all the tougher by the fact that she's 3 down through 9 holes here. The last thing you want to do is just put this out of reach.
Yeah, you don't want to give up another one, especially when your opponent isn't taking it off you.
And okay, so that one just slides by, conceded there by Anna, and that one's been conceded as well. So Anna Dawson in the end does move to 4 up through 9 holes. So we got a little bit of a walk over to the 11th tee box, so we'll take a quick ad break and we'll be back just after this.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo.
A super long battery range.
And 50,000 intelligent LEDs. It's grand. Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
You buy online at AIG.ie. It's got to be AIG.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
Hello and welcome back now to the back nine coverage of the AIG Irish Women's Close Amateur Championship here at Ardee Golf Club. Scores on the doors as I have it right now. Anna Dawson is 4 up through 10 holes over Holly Hamilton. It's been a nip-tuck match for the first 5 holes, and then from there Anna Dawson's kind of stepped on the gas a little bit more and extended her lead to 4. It's been very impressive golf from both players, but Anna in particular has been really solid, really consistent, no messing around from her at all. She's got plenty of experience, as we were saying, in these championships, and I think she's showing that, and she's making it count a little bit.
Leg left, working about 225 yards to the turn left. Bunker's just on the corner, so right side of the fairway should be the play. But again, there could be a tree blocking you out as well, so you have to be very precise.
Yeah, this is a great hole. So the bunker comes in on the left, so really the play is to just kind of left side of the fairway, shore that bunker, about 190 odd yards down the hole. Or you can try and hit driver like well beyond it and get beyond the trees and just leave yourself a flick wedge. But there's like a grass bunker with sleepers short left of the green, which is very cool. Don't see that too often. That's a nice shot. Very nice. Long iron, driving iron. There by Holly Hamilton. Really nice shot.
Early tee pickup as well.
Yeah, really good shot by her. I'm trying to think of things for us to talk about, Michael, as we're walking down toward the next tee. And actually, that's a great point. So the trailer for our television program on TG Cathard, Tea Time Donegal, went live there yesterday. 90-second trailer. So we have a television program coming out on TG Cathard the week before the Amgen Irish Open. It's a big one for us. It's our first TV show as the Bogeymen, which is great fun. For anyone that knows it, we go to a county in Ireland every year. We make a YouTube series out of it. It's 4 or 5 episodes long. And this time we were filming and TG Cathard picked it up. They got in touch and asked if we wanted to broadcast it on television, and I mean, we were like, of course. So it's been great. So that'll be a 52-minute program. We don't have the exact broadcast date, but it is going to be the last week in August. It's going to be the week before the Amgen Irish Open. It's not going to be in Irish. You will all be delighted to know, because my Irish is horrendous. So the program is going to be in English, which is great. It's going to be really good fun. We're joined by little special guests. We had Ryan Griffin join us to play Donegal Golf Club, Merva. We're also joined by Alex Etches, YouTuber, very good friend of ours. For the first 2 days, he played Donegal and he played Narran Portneuf. Then from there, we went on. We played Critch Island Golf Course, an incredible 9-hole golf course on the west coast of Donegal, kind of next stop America type of thing, and the landscapes there are beautiful. We got really, really good weather to play Critch there. Then from there we moved on to Northwest Golf Club. We played that course, which is lovely. It's been called the St Andrews of Ireland in terms of its course layout and the role it's played. It's a very old golf club. It was one of the founding members of the old Golfing Union of Ireland. And we finished it all off with Ballyliffin, playing the Glashidi and the Old Links. And we absolutely loved every minute, and the show's on TG Cathard, and we hope you enjoy it too. Here's Holly Hamilton now, hitting her approach. She's got 135 yards to the middle of the green, playing it over the tree. She was playing for the draw, but it just didn't quite come back. And again, front of the green, it just rolled back off. That's a couple of times she's been caught out by distance control. But Anna Dawson seems to have found this fairway bunker. So she has 90 meters to the middle of the green, but she has this bunker face to contend with. That's a very good shot. If it just gets, and it just that golf ball's just hung on to where the sleepers are, short of the green, so it's going to be a very tricky stance. But the golf ball has managed to hold up; it hasn't fallen back. It was a very good shot out of that bunker. So depending upon how tricky a stance Anna's going to have, Holly Hamilton should hopefully be able to take advantage from her perspective and put one closer. It depends on if she's reached for the putter, so she's going to be putting it. So it's just on the green, or maybe just rolled off. But either way, she's got putter in hand. So yeah, Holly Hamilton just held on to the front tongue of the green there. Tricky putt, has to be said. Very uphill putt, and then you can see there Anna Dawson's got a really tricky stance. The sleepers are there, really playing havoc with her stance. Just trying to figure out her stance there. Got out of the bunker, Michael, very tightly, but it like just about carried the sleepers. Half me, just for, chaos.
Yeah,
Would like.
Sleepers are very cool.
Half of me, just for the chaos, was kind of hoping the ball would rattle off a sleeper, but that wouldn't have been very fun for Anna. But she is 4 up. Once she gets somewhat comfortable and get the ball on that top tier of the green, I think she'd be happy.
Such a cool bunker sleepers, as you said, protecting this green.
Yeah, it's very nice. You don't see it very often in Irish golf courses, especially not
Parkland.
Yeah, when there's no, it's not a bunker. I don't really know what more.
It's not a shot you practice very much, Jim. It's down on the wall and there's a chip shot without moving.
Not so much, but we obviously can't have any favourites or play any kind of favourites at all. So having a hole like this now where Holly can try and eat into that 4-down deficit is great for the entertainment product.
We spoke about this at the Open on the Sunday that no one made a chart. We want entertainment. Yes, we might know a few golfers, but I'd love this to get back to even and have an absolute shootout all the way down. Because I want to watch.
We just want good golf, exactly.
Yeah. And lots of entertaining golf.
Exactly, because the golf has been very, very good. You're right. It's been very impressive so far. But you do want the drama. You want that tension as it kind of goes down the last hole. It'd be fantastic to see how long it goes and how tight this match can get. But it's still Anna Dawson here to play.
Trying to channel her inner Holly now and chip in and put a dagger through her heart.
It was tidy. It just came up just about 5 or 6 foot short.
But I suppose the frustration there is your difference between stroke play and match play. Match play you have to get things really close. You have to hold things to put pressure on. Where there's that little bit difference then when stroke play. We've seen a few putts fly past, but it didn't matter because they needed to hold that one, so they had to get there.
Exactly.
Ryder Cup style, If people are used to watching that on TV.
Yeah. And I guess within that, from the match play perspective, Holly's probably just looking to get this one as close as possible, stick it to stone dead, in for par, happy days, game over, or hole over. It's got to hustle a bit.
Not gonna lie, I thought you hit that so short when you hit that
I
first.
thought that was short as well. It was a great putt. That's why we don't play championships.
That's why we are.
Because we are
handicapped
terrible.
golfers.
Very true. A very good putt. It wasn't conceded, but I think we're going to see what Anna Dawson does here. She makes a big putt. Could be big for the game. So Anna Dawson for her bogey. No. Okay, so she's got to imagine she's going to concede. She does indeed. So Anna Dawson's lead has been cut a little bit, and she is now just 3 up through 11 holes. Doesn't matter. Holly would have made it anyway. For 12th hole, which is a 313 metre long hole.
Yeah, fairly straight hole. Legs that we were kind of in the past couple of holes. Good strategically placed bunkers though.
Yeah, and it's again the first of that Ardee corner we were talking about. This is similar to
Augusta.
I was going to say it's similar to 11 at Augusta, except for the elevation change on the lake.
Well, you've been to Augusta. You've seen Amen corner,
I don't know
so
if
you
people
can
know, but I went to Augusta this year. Went to the Masters.
Yeah, he's wearing Master socks as well, like so.
Not today. They're in the wash.
No.
This is a great
Good.
hole here.
It's a great hole. Just had a little look at the tee box there. First time I've seen it. It's a great hole.
So Holly Hamilton with the honour, now just 3 down through 11 holes, driving iron in hand again. That's a great tee shot. Right. Yeah, it just holds on. Really, really nice. Great shot there from Holly. And a driver in hand. I had to say that is one thing I'm a little surprised. I haven't seen more drivers out of Holly Hamilton. She hits a very good golf ball. I thought maybe she'd push it a bit more. Driver from Anna, a little bit lower. So we are going to take a quick ad break here, and then we will join live action here from the AIG Irish Women's Close Amateur Championship from Ardee Golf Club just after this.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo.
A super low battery range.
And 50,000 intelligent LEDs.
It's grand.
Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
At AIG.ie. It's got to be AIG.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
And welcome back. We are now on the fairway of the 12th hole here at Ardee Golf Club for the AIG Irish Women's Close Amateur Championship. We've got about 155, 160 metres to the back of the green. Just a reminder that all of our coverage is brought to you in partnership with AIG, who've been a proud partner of golf in Ireland for over 25 years. Great shot, just a fun little left, but she's on the right tier of the green. That's very good. She was using a cameraman as a target, obviously. Very good. Pin high, great shot.
Yeah, I'll just cut this off for a cameraman's head. That'll be, it was easy enough giving them a target, I suppose.
We might get done for favouritism, though. Unless Anna's been doing the same thing.
She might.
Aim at those two fools who won't stop talking. Oh, that's a great shot here from Anna. Again, just falling a little to the left. But perfect pin high. Back into this back tier. Lovely stuff.
Just realised here there's water all the way up the right hand side. I didn't know that's like it down here.
Sometimes not knowing is better.
Yeah, I think I don't know if there's this tiny little bridge over the water just to go across here. I love those tiny little touches. It's a real old fashioned, looks like about maybe 100-year-old bridge. It's cool.
Yeah. We have Ronan McNamara here from Irish Golfer Magazine joining us. Sorry.
How are we? You well?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm hungry.
How's the championship been going from your perspective? You've been here pretty much all week.
Golf's been really good, I have to say. Weather's obviously helped a lot. The best match was definitely Anna Dawson, Katie Poose yesterday. They shared 17 birdies.
Yeah.
That's a serious standard of golf, no matter where you are.
Even today, we were saying that I think better ball between the two players today. They were 6 under through 8 holes. I haven't done a tally since then, but the calibre has been great.
Yeah, it has, and those first 4 holes were brilliant. Obviously, Holly chipped in the first for a birdie. Things haven't really gone right for her since, but Anna popped up with a couple of birdies, and then obviously the eagle on the 4th being the highlight as well. Anna, she's tough to shake off. She makes a lot of birdies, doesn't make too many mistakes either.
Listen, we'll leave you to enjoy your packed lunch. Thanks for coming on for the chat.
You didn't want the recipe?
We might have a word or two. Yeah, you know what? Looks a little dry. What's wrong with sauce, man? A little bit of flavour.
I know. Been putting up on.
Ronan, he said Irish Golfer challenged the Bogeymen to a match, so we might have to do something like that.
We wouldn't stand a chance.
My handicap's still quite high.
They never give us shots.
I think I get inside Peter's head. I think I could mess with that.
Okay, let's get back to the real golf. Both players hit brilliant irons in. I think the wind, as much as anything, probably pushed the golf ball over to the left hand side, but both of them pin high. Distance control all day has been very impressive.
Yeah, no, it looks like it'll be Holly to putt first.
So Holly just kind of going through her routine, just picking out any kind of small pitch marks that have accrued over the championship golf so far. Just again, a very deliberate putter, but it's been tidy. She's been good. Distance control with putting, I find, is always a big differentiator when it comes to this part of the championship. Not leaving yourself tricky 5 or 6 footers as comebackers, which she actually did not there. That was a very good putt. Roll on a little bit. Anna Dawson now, she has a little bit more than half the distance to what Holly had for her putt. And that one just slides by, so that has been given. So both of us we've have the hole in a par here now. It's the first half we've had for a while. As we now move on to the 13th hole, par 3, gorgeous hole. This is the one I was telling you about earlier on, Michael. The par 3 over the lake. Lovely little hole. Tricky as well. It's measuring out at, from the tee box, about 155 metres to the middle, 167, just under 170 metres to the back of the green. And it's all carry as well. And a decent crowd has begun accruing here now as we are reaching the final stages. Just a reminder on the score, Anna Dawson remains 13th hole, 3 up. 13 up would be outrageous. Jeez. That's me trying to multitask right there. That's not great. So, 3 up, and we're on the 13th hole.
And probably pin at the furthest back to make it as long as possible today.
Yeah, it's a great hole, and pin position just kind of goading you into hitting something in tight, trying to hit a draw into it, but it all falls away from the flag as well after that.
It's like the opposite of the 16th or the 17th in Killincastle, which is the water all the way around.
Yes. And maybe an 8-iron in hand. Not the best strike today. Falling at the right hand side. On the green. Yeah, close to pin high, but a very long birdie putt. Anna Dawson looking like maybe a bit more loft, maybe a 9. We're completely guessing, so. That's right on the flag. Just right of it. Great shot. There you go, and that's really been the difference today, is when Anna has sniffed a little bit of an opening, she has jumped through it in a very big way. She did it on 4 with the eagle. She then again on 6, hitting that approach shot in dead when she was away first, just before Holly had to chip out sideways, and again there now. Holly hitting the golf ball, not her cleanest strike. It has to be said, maybe a little too clean, but leaves herself a very, very long birdie putt, and Anna Dawson, door and the green wide open, and just barges right through. Very impressive.
Yeah, it was a fantastic shot. She's left herself maybe 7, 8, 9 feet then for birdie. Yeah, you'd have to think Holly's going to have to start running out of holes here. She's going to have to come really kind of press the issue and really start going for hunting for flags now.
There's a litter of kittens actually have been hanging out in this hole. They were here yesterday as well. Natural spectators. Just they're always here. Just I don't know, prowling.
Just big golf fans, I guess.
Yeah. Not sure how delighted my wife would be if we took one home. Back to the serious action of the golf today, though, and for her, Holly Hamilton with a very long right to lefter. But she hasn't backed down at all. Holly Hamilton has kept in it and really pushed the issue as much as she could. She's just coming up against a player who's in very impressive form in Anna Dawson, it has to be said. So there, balls away, and yeah, just falling from right to left, and
just a good bit short there, Johnny, wasn't
yeah,
it?
not what she needed to be doing today. At this point in the championship, really. I think it is going to be Anna first to play, or next to play. But yeah, leaving that one. We'll come back. So Anna Dawson's just fall from her right to left. There you start, just right of the hole.
Oh, how that didn't go in.
We all felt that. It was a great putt though, very, very good. Still has the opportunity to win the hole though. So Holly Hamilton with a tough putt. She'll be a little frustrated at leaving herself a putt like this in the first place.
I think she makes this though. It's a good motivator. It's a good momentum shift and might get her back on track. These are the ones you have this little fist bump just to push it on to the next. Fantastic. Okay, guys, we're going to take an ad break there and we'll be right back with you with the last final holes of the Irish Amateur Close.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo.
A super long battery range.
And 50,000 intelligent LEDs.
It's grand.
Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
Okay, so they are now on the 14th hole, the lovely big dogleg par 5 that I was telling you guys about earlier on. Great drive there from Holly Hamilton. She hit an absolute bomb of a draw around the dogleg, giving herself a great position.
Just over the little hill hump there, and got a bit of a run down as well. Like she can
impressive.
she can hit bombs.
She can, yeah. No, it's very cool to watch. Anna Dawson, she didn't seem too delighted with her drive.
No, I think she'll be okay. Clip the tree that's blocking the kind of tiger line, so it'll have slowed it down and knocked it a little bit more kind of out to the right. Still okay, but not in the best position that she'd be in.
No, we're just making our way around a little bit of traffic here.
Yeah, a bit of a traffic jam there with buggies.
So a good par save there from Holly Hamilton. We were talking about that a little earlier on, or on the last hole, that she needed to make that to keep this competitive as we're going down the last 5 holes now. 14, 15, 5 holes. Goodness.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be now. Holly has to kind of risk it. I think she has to probably take a few more risks, make herself a little bit more uncomfortable. I think if she's going to have a go, she can't really wait for maybe Anna to make a mistake. I think she's made too many mistakes. I know her drive hit that tree, but she's so solid. I'd like to see Holly just press the issue just a little bit more. Take it a little bit more.
You can see here that Anna Dawson must have caught that tree, so giving herself a considerably longer approach into this green.
Yeah, I think the lie just dictated where she was going to hit that, Johnny.
It was and like, listen, that was good. I mean, she was never going for that in two, not from the fact that we were this far back.
And you're right, on this angle, it wasn't it. I think it was kind of sitting down in a bit of a hollow which hadn't been cut.
Yeah,
the same as the grass around it even. And
she has a little bit of a cushion there to play with if we're going to be really specific about it, or like having a 3-up lead with a couple to play, you can afford to just lay back to a number, play it safe, and just go, okay, just back ourselves to get up and down for birdie. At worst, get up and 2 putts for par. Holly still has to try and force the issue to eat more into that 3 down deficit. So she's done the right thing so far. Great drive. Now it's just a case of converting, putting it close. The scoring out for the front nine in particular has been very, very low. It's been very good. I think as we got to the back line of the championship, it has got a little tenser of it naturally.
Yeah, I think, as you said, you're kind of just coming up the last hole in the kind of Ardee corner is what we've christened it now. What has been your assessment of these last 3 holes?
This hole I think is great. This par 5 is brilliant. Just the way it just snakes around. It's a big hole. It's nice and comforting that you can step up on the tee box and just bomb drive.
Yeah, and it's got that elevated green that we talked about. Is a lot around the course.
And then it's a very different test. You can tell from this side of it. So Holly's drive, we saw it just carried the mound here halfway down the fairway, and it's bounded up. It's really, really good drive. But now it's a different test. This is all just iron accuracy. You can see the trees cutting on the right and on the left of the green, bunker there in the front.
It frames the green absolutely beautifully. Those kind of 3 kind of big sets of trees.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. So this is a whole thing that tests lots of aspects of the game. But yeah, it's great.
I had no expectations of Ardee Golf Club really. I'd never been here before. Hadn't seen anything. It's really surprised me on how actually good it is, and how I think it's a really kind of be a fun. There's a lot of fun shots, interesting shots to try play here.
That's the cool thing I think about golf in Ireland is there are so many courses like this that people call them hidden gems, but there's so many courses around the place.
I think is that Holly on in 2?
That got a nice little applause. There's so many courses around the country like this that you don't have expectations of, you know relatively little about, they're beautiful tracks.
I think that's the beauty of, like, from a selfish point of view, from live streaming these tournaments, we get to see so many golf courses. And it just gives us, I like collecting ball markers of every golf course I like to be on, but it just gives me more appetite to go and play. Just these ones that are, obviously, people know your Lahinches, your RCDs, your Port Rushes, obviously, like they're, but these ones as well, like I'm actually down to come back and play this golf course now that we obviously had to study it the last couple of days and this morning, but it's just, I would love to come down and play this golf course.
Yeah, big time. No, and everyone's been really friendly as well. I mean, that's the nice thing about kind of member run and member run golf clubs is it's the community element is very strong, very, very evident for us blow-ins that come in for a couple of days,
So Anna Dawson has hit to the right side of the green. It's probably just down on that little lower shelf just before the green. So she'll have an uphill putt up onto just around to the kind of back to the front of the green. But a very good shot, and Holly hit an absolute bomb into the left side of the green. So interesting to see what kind of putts they have. Obviously, it's taken Anna 3 to get there. Holly's there in 2.
2 before the play would be great.
Yeah, like
that's the drama that we were talking about.
Yeah, that would be, to be honest, it would be great. So if Holly can win this hole, it's it just makes things a little bit more nervy, a little bit more tense, and for the spectators and for us for the entertainment, would make things just that little bit more, have a little bit more drama to it.
Absolutely.
I have to say the standard of golf, though. I mean,
class.
Really I'm probably guilty of it in that par 3. We kind of moaned because Holly hit one just right of the pin, because normally the 2 of them have been hitting it square in. So very, it's just their distance control, and especially their long games, absolutely phenomenal with their driver woods and long irons.
So Holly just chipping on, so carried over the bunker, rolling down. She's using the hill lovely. Very nice. Leaving herself about 5 foot there for her birdie. Very nice. Good chip.
His response here with her birdie putt.
Nice put there by Anna. And that one just slid past as well. So a good opportunity for Holly Hamilton to eat into that deficit a bit more and try to get down to just a 2 down with 4 to play.
Yeah, as you said, Johnny, 2 down, 4 to play. It's game on.
Oh, absolutely. Makes a massive difference to 3 down with 4 to play. Like, it just feels like you got a bit more space and it's a bit more achievable.
It feels she's right down the back of your neck, but also it feels for Holly that she can go steal it, go get it.
Yeah, great birdie there from Holly Hamilton, as she does bring it to 2 down with 4 to play. We are now making our way over to the 15th hole here. And we are going to be driving through a couple of trees to get to the next tee box. So bear with us. So what we'll do, we'll take a quick ad break and then we'll be back to you with live on-course action after this.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo.
A super long battery range.
And 50,000 intelligent LEDs.
It's grand.
Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
Okay, welcome back. So we are back now on the 15th hole here at the AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship in Ardee Golf Club. Anna Dawson has a 2-up lead as we make our way down off the 15th tee box. A brilliant birdie there, has to be said, by Holly Hamilton. Great drive. Her approach shot was very nice. Just carried over that greenside bunker. It still hung up a little bit in the rough, but she chipped, got up and down for birdie. Very tidy. Anna Dawson, unfortunately, has to see, just got caught up a little bit by a tree and just left herself a little bit too much to do and had to lay up. Got on the green 3. Didn't make the birdie putt, and that's the difference. Is like these holes being won in birdie now is really impressive golf. It's great to watch, and the margin for error for these players, like we're not seeing anyone make like doubles or triples and like just completely blowing themselves out of the holes. The only hole I think where you could say maybe one player played her way out of it was Holly on 6, where her drive went out to the right. She did chip it back onto the fairway, but at the same time Anna stitched it to like 3 foot, 4 foot with her approach. So birdie still probably would have won that hole anyway. So it's like we're saying all the way around the round, the calibre of golf has been very, very impressive. This is a cool hole as well.
Yeah, we're kind of standing up on top of the hill looking kind of down. It does look like Anna could be in a spot of trouble. They've got spotters kind of looking in the rough on the left for her ball. And Holly just sitting just right of the fairway. So this could be interesting.
Yeah, this is a great fairway where like you don't really. I mean, like once you carry it over the corner, you're in a good place. But it's such a severe drop off on the fairway that you get any kind of forward momentum, you're going to roll loads and loads, and you're going to keep on going. A serious number of spectators getting involved here now and looking for Anna's ball. This would not be the way to lose a hole, really. You wouldn't, like, you don't want anyone to be seeing the hole this way.
No, and I think, to be fair, Holly's even got in to try and help her have a look.
It says a lot about us that we didn't move a muscle.
We're very far away. That's our cover.
Remain objective, isn't that it? It's like that Paul Carrington. Remember during the US Senior Open. We have a job to do. You know?
Yeah, well, we're very far away. I think if we were down there, we would definitely had a look. I think that would only be fair. It looks like they found it. A lot of people walking away, so it just depends now on her lie. Quite thick in there. I think angle kind of looks okay, but quite thick rough. So she's got a bunker in front of her protecting that green. So interesting to see, can she get a full wedge on it or?
Yeah, then that I guess mixed up again with, or in contrast to what Holly has. Great line, just straight at the flag. No, nothing in her way really. The bunkered right in her viewpoint, I guess. The green from back right to front left as well. There's a little bit of a tier, actually, a pretty significant tier halfway up the green on the right hand side. So her biggest thing is it's going to be distance control, getting it up on that back tier of the green.
I think you're right. I think the back tier is key to Holly's approach. If she's short down there, that's a tough putt all the way up.
The thing is, there's a little bit of that bank, that mound that she can play off as well. Like you can maybe bail out a little bit like that and off to the right, and it'll fall down somewhat. She is going to be first to play here as well, so it's actually the complete flip of the situation we had on 6, where she's playing first. Anna's probably gonna, depending on her lie, just progress the ball back onto the fairway. So she has the opportunity here to stitch it close and just put even more pressure on Anna to try and either force the issue or stitch her third. And this is just left of the flag, but it's great for distance. There we go. Just
superb shot.
Brilliant approach. And that's exactly what we were talking about. Now Anna has to hit something very good to give herself a good look at saving birdie and having the hole.
In one way, it does kind of take away the shot selection out of Anna's head. She just has to hit a wedge and try to get as close as possible, you know, I think. I think that's, you know, she just has to try hit it close. She can't play a safe shot. She just has to try and hit it as close as possible.
No, that's her decision made. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the hole conceded, realistically. She'll probably hit her third just to try and see if she can haul it out for birdie and do something miraculous. We've already had an eagle and a hole out on this 18 holes, so, you know, there's still time for a third piece of magic.
Yeah, it must have been buried quite deep into the rough there, and, you know, it didn't look like a nice swing to have to make.
No, it didn't. And I mean, like, you could, like, not that asking spectators to be quiet is a sign of anyone kind of being twitchy, but probably a sign of nerves that she knows, okay, I need to do something here.
Yeah, referee gave a good bellow to the spectators.
Yeah. Tell you what, that was a great shot as well. It's a very good shot.
Very good shot.
But so I think Anna will probably get up to the green. Holly Hamilton has putter in hand, so maybe she'll make her put out the 3-footer. Who knows? Either way, if she isn't conceding that, it is going to be Anna to play next regardless. So Holly can just wait around a little bit longer to see what happens. But brilliant approach, really good approach from Holly Hamilton there.
Yeah, no, absolutely beautiful shot. She went pin hunting, and it's what she had to do. So I think Anna will try roll this putt in for 4 in her par, and you never know. Just puts the pressure on Holly to make her birdie putt. Holly does make it though. Anna will be 1 up through 15, so it'll be a really good attack from Holly Hamilton into Anna Dawson's lead, and kind of brings us to a grandstand finish. Both these girls obviously have played for Ireland and have played on big stages, so they've been in these before when they've been playing for Ireland against other nations. So it's not uncharted territory.
No, absolutely not. I think Anna probably lean on that experience a little bit more because she has more of that experience than Holly. So if she does concede this hole.
Oh, a lip out.
The filthy lip out.
That would have been an unbelievable par. So yeah, put conceded. That's unfortunate. So bogey for Anna, and conceded birdie then for Holly. So we go on to the 16th hole with Anna Dawson 1 up. Again, another little dog leg with a kind of change in elevation with the tee shot up round to the left. Not the absolute longest of holes, but I'd say it'll probably be driver with the two of them. Johnny, do you think?
Sorry, say that again.
I think it'll probably be driver with the two of them, and they'll smash it down over the kind of just the turn where the dogleg turns left.
Yes, so this is a shorter version of 14. I guess the difference is kind of off the tee. It's a bit more of a climb up toward the fairway, but similar premise to the 14th hole. Dogleg to the left. You can hit bottom driver over that corner. Try to take off a bit of it, but then it's iron play accuracy for the approach. So yeah, we were actually just completely wrong, both of us. Holly taking driving iron, and Anna going with 3-wood. But yeah, again, that's why we don't play these championships, not women's events.
To be fair, Holly hit a great shot of that driving iron into a lovely, perfect spot. Now this is Anna with a 3-wood.
Yeah, lovely draw up the left-hand side of the hole, taking off a lot of the fairway. Very good.
Very good tempo swing from Anna. She's a lovely kind of tempo swing, Johnny.
Yeah, she does. She's got great tempo, really nice, and yeah, super little draw.
So
super draw up the left-hand side of the fairway from Anna there. It was really nice.
Yeah, 2 really good shots. And again, going back to that, it's going to be who can wedge it in close. I mean, Holly proved she wedged it in really tight and force issue in the last hole. So it'll be interesting to see now when we pull around this corner, we get the view of the green. How each one of them will go. I think I kind of said I liked Holly to press and go for it. Now she's 1 down. Would you say she? Again, now this is a different call. Does she keep pressing now that she has a bit of momentum, or does she then just not make any mistake and lose it here?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably a better man to answer that. Like from your coaching experience, if you were 3 goals down and you managed to bring it back to just 1 down, like you continue pressing Wouldn't you?
I would, yeah. I think you've got nothing to lose now. I think it's
Same thing.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to press, and I if we were going to use maybe hockey, I would go that momentum is with Holly. You know, I think the moment she has the momentum, she's starting to play really well now. She's dialed in a little bit. For me, I would if I was her caddy, but like push, let's go. And I think you'd probably rather lose it pressing
100%.
than lose it by not pressing, if that makes sense.
And I think like she hasn't made any mistakes with the pressing that she's done the last 2 holes. She's played really well. Like the approach shot there, momentum was absolutely on her side. Even the fact that she went over, slowed down, went and helped Anna look for her ball. Like they could have knocked her out of a bit of a rhythm. It didn't. She stitched it to a couple of feet. Keep doing what you're doing. If I was in her ear. And
on the flip side with Anna, I would be telling her she's got to come get us. You know, let her press, let her make a mistake. Let's hit fairways, let's hit greens, let's keep. You know, let's get back into that line. Don't go anything mad. Don't change clubs and what you've had before, and kind of, you know, let her force the issue. So
yeah, it's funny. I would have done exactly what Anna has done and just go off and reset, have a minute.
Slow the game down a little bit. Just,
but also just centre yourself a little bit.
So in hockey, what we would do is we get the goalkeeper to take off his pads and kill the game, slow it down. So Holly probably about 135 yards.
That's great. Yeah, very nice. Pretty much pin high. It's good.
Probably wanted a little bit closer. She looks a little bit disappointed. I'd say she probably wanted just that little bit closer, but still very, very good shot in the right area of the green. From here, is it a kind of slight uphill putt? So Anna now going her shot. So, and obviously hit it that little bit further with her 3-wood than Holly's driving iron, so she'll have maybe 125, 122 in. Lovely angle into the green again. So it kind of comes to this wedge game. Can Anna wedge it closer? Can it be? Can she just wedge it closer and make it into a putting contest? You're right. Holly didn't hang around even that. Just straight up hit the ball. She's a fast player. She, got straight onto it.
And I also like that she's hitting first. Like if that was me, I would kind of like that as well.
With the Tiger thing of lay up, so you hit first.
Yeah, just like from my own golf, I'm not a big fan of my decision being based off of how close or not someone hits the golf ball. And that's a really nice response there from Anna. Again, pin high, opposite side of the hole, left hand side, maybe a foot or two closer. So it will probably be Holly to go next. But I mean, just from my 4 or 5 handicap golf perspective, if I have to hit a 130-yard shot, I know, right, hit a 130-yard shot, let's go, and we'll just fire at the flag. Whereas if I've got a 115-yard shot, and I know I have to absolutely stitch it because the person I'm playing against is 9 foot away, I don't like that decision being put on me. And I'm not sure if Holly's doing that intentionally or not. I might have a word with her afterwards, but I like that she's going first on all of these. I mean, it's also the fact that she's hitting driving iron off of all the tees rather than going driver, or even 3-wood on this hole.
Yeah, I think you're probably she hits the driver fairly far. You wonder, it's obviously she knows the yard just perfectly. She's played the course now 5-6 times. She lays herself up to her right number. I suppose as you pointed earlier on, Anna will probably lean on her experience of match play of all these years. Whether it's for Ireland, whether it's in these championships, whether it's collegiate stuff in the States. Maybe she is in a good place to block out the opposition and just play her game to know what she needs to do. But you kind of have to toe the line with that because you need to be able to match your opponent as well. But this, anyone who's just joining in, has turned into a really tight battle.
Yeah, so score at the moment, Anna Dawson is 1 up. We are on the 15th hole. We're not on the 15th hole. We're on the 16th hole. My apologies. Anna Dawson is 1 up. We're on the 16th hole. Holly Hamilton has brought it back. The last 2 holes from 3 down to just a 1 down. We're talking a little bit about the importance of momentum and how quickly it also slips. 2 holes could be enough for a momentum change from one person to another.
Yeah, the last 2 holes have gone Holly's way, and it's fair play to Anna, which just kind of steady the ship again here and matched her shot for shot. But one of these 2 drains a putt here, and it's a big momentum shift because either Holly will draw a level, or Anna goes 2 up.
Oh, what a putt. A fantastic putt from Holly Hamilton there. There we go, what's that we were talking about? The momentum swing. Great putt. Great birdie putt there from Holly.
Fantastic birdie, and then it goes, now here's the pressure on Anna. She needs to make this to half done and keep ahead, otherwise we are level going into 17.
Drama. Love it. And Anna Dawson answers with a brilliant birdie of her own, and they make their way over to the 17th tee box. We're going to take a quick ad break as we head on over to the 17th hole. We'll be back with you just after this.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo.
A super long battery range.
And 50,000 intelligent LEDs.
It's grand.
Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
And Holly Hamilton first to tee off. There she is away on 17. A great drive. Very, very nice. She hits a great golf ball, really, really good. Anna Dawson now to respond. She's kept that 1-up lead after 2 brilliant birdies, it has to be said, by both players. And Anna fell out of that. That's gone out to the right.
From that camera angle, you see how cool this hole is. What a lovely part of the golf course this is. Fair play to our cameraman getting right up onto the top. Holly with a huge drive up the right hand side of the fairway. Anna just leaked a little bit to the right. I think the spectators are going to just help her find it.
Yeah, but I don't think she's going to be in too much trouble. Spectators all seem to be there, and she was walking after it pretty quickly, so no question or concern about reloading or anything like that. I guess the biggest or only potential concern is what kind of a swing will she have if she's at the base of one of these trees, or is she potentially blocked out. But she's done very well there. Momentum was very much swinging away from her even up until that last putt, and she did really, really well to just answer and respond there. She obviously took a little bit of a moment when she went away there off the tee shot and gathered herself, and great approach, great birdie, and yeah, happy days.
I think if she does win this, I think you'd be talking about a key moment of the match will be that 16 for the birdie putt. It was a phenomenal answer after Holly had played the hole so well. Holly here has avoided the fairway bunker that catches so many tee shots this week as well. Hit an absolute bomb.
Yeah, great drive, especially with this bunker here. Like, I'm sure you'll be there to see it fine from the tee box, but kind of like visually again, architect with a little bit of design trickery. I say that bunker there eats a lot of golf balls, and Holly Hamilton did very well to just hug the right hand side of the fairway, which is where she needed to be to hit a nice approach into this green. And it seems we have Anna Dawson's ball anyway.
I think the couple of the Ardee shirts and ties found it in the rough there.
No, it's back here. And her dad are just talking through options here. That big tree to the left of them is absolutely in play, overhanging branches. So okay, so yeah, just a tricky one. So going with the 3-wood to just launch this ball. So it's going to be a little bunt 3-wood to get the ball moving forward without needing too long of a backswing. That's very unfortunate. But it was a really nice shot. They did just get caught up. This is a nice little message now. I'm just scrolling through the chat. Holly's mum and dad are watching from Paris, tuning in. There you go now. That's nice to see.
I suppose Holly has her brother on the bag as well. So, mum and dad probably nervous as hell watching from Paris.
Yeah. Especially now that it's gotten
really tight.
Very dramatic, nice and tight there on the back nine. So, a very interesting moment up here now for both players.
God help the Hamilton household with mum and dad away if there is a win tonight.
There'll be a big party in Dundalk. Yeah, the house will get trashed. They'll fly back from Paris pretty quick.
Well, they might have the party in Beaver Park anyway. They're in their home golf club.
Then the after party in the family house. Just to really not put Claire's mind at ease.
Yeah, that's a
great shot there by
so
Anna Dawson.
Good.
Yeah, really good there from Anna Dawson. Good third there, good recovery.
Big opportunity here for Holly.
Like we were saying, she's in the perfect position, right hand side of this fairway. Again, it's a back flag, a couple of tiers. She just needs to get it up to that back number. Possibly a little heavy. He didn't seem to like that too much. So she's going to be giving Anna Dawson a read. It's on the green right in the middle. Didn't quite get up to that back tier that we were talking about. But she is on the green. She is there in 2. Anna Dawson is there in 3. So advantage still appears to be with Holly Hamilton. As play makes its way up to this 17th green. We might take a quick ad break because I think Holly has just run off there briefly, and we'll be back after this.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
If you call a car Grandland, you make it grand. You design an electric logo.
A super long battery range.
And 50,000 intelligent LEDs.
It's grand.
Sure is.
New Opel Grandland. Available in hybrid and electric. Go grand.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you by AIG Insurance.
Okay, so we are back here now, and Holly Hamilton is just making her way back up to the green. She'll be here in just a moment or so, but as you can see there, nice little crowd around this 17th green. But you can also see from that camera angle there that this flag is up on that back tier, and like we were saying, they're very early on the day. Although they're big greens, there are 2 to 3 tiers on each green. So it's kind of like little mini greens within each green.
Here's how she's been ferried back.
Yeah.
Nice service from Golf Ireland there, having a little buggies bring you back and forth.
So I always find these putts up tiers very tough. I don't see them personally as well as I really like to see the just down the tier putts. I think they're much clearer to see.
I think it's hard to try start on putt fast and then have it die slow down at the top, whereas it's easier to start it slow and
let gravity do its thing.
Exactly. Tough putt, but Holly has one shot ahead. She's here in 2. She's here in 3. So she just has to be smart. I know she's going to give Anna the read, but she's got to knock this close for a tap in.
Yeah, and once she doesn't feel rushed after running off there, just give herself.
She also has left a couple short to 5-6 feet, which then makes things tricky. She needs to like this close, in my opinion.
Yeah, even if I rolled on past the hole a couple of feet, you wouldn't feel bad about it. So Holly Hamilton here for birdie. Brilliant putt. Really, really good putt. Naturally conceded. So there you go. Now Anna Dawson knows what she needs to do. Make this putt, or we're going down
all
blast,
square.
all square.
All square down 18.
Love
Stuff dreams are made of.
Chariots of Fire over here on Coke.
The greatest game ever played. The rookie Disney sports movies eat your heart out.
We are serious journalists. We are serious journalists.
No, but we're trying to, it's a huge tournament for these two, and the drama, I think, makes it that little bit more interesting. You need to know how much it means to them.
Absolutely. She gave it a great run, but it is all square through 17 holes as our players make their way onto 18. We are going to stick with the action as much as possible. I don't think we're going to take an ad break.
Yeah, there's a couple of trees blocking us, so bear with us over the next couple of minutes while we try and bring you the clearest pictures possible. Cameramen are doing their best to get you that. But yeah, so Johnny, from 3 down to all square going down 18, it's a very good battle.
So bear with, we might glitch out a little bit because Lawrence, if you go up in line with the tee box, you'll be out of your shot. No. Okay, yeah, fine, that way. Okay, so we are back. We are back on the 18th, and Holly Hamilton has her trusty driving iron in hand. Just stepping off. A little wipey as that one goes down the right hand side of the fairway, but that'll be safe. Not going to get her into any trouble. Anna Dawson with 3 wood in hand. That's great, right down the middle. Just going down to the right side of the fairway. Yeah, very good tee shot. Very, very nice. Okay, and we are making our way down the 18th hole here. You know, I think if you went to, spoke to IG's players and told them that they would have a chance to win it on this 18th hole, this final hole of the AIG Irish Women's Close Championship, they absolutely were taking it. 4 shots, maybe less, with the opportunity to claim a championship. Just as we do come to the business end of action today, the reminder that all of the Bogeymen's coverage of amateur golf in Ireland is brought to you in partnership and brought to you by AIG, who are a proud partner of Golf in Ireland and Golf Ireland for over 25 years. They've been supporters of the Bogeymen now for a couple of years. We really appreciate all the support that they bring us. And Anna Dawson on the right hand side of the fairway, they're in very good position, A1 position. Holly Hamilton has just run, we'll call it 10 feet or so, a couple of yards into the rough on the right hand side. But she will have a shot. She will have a shot up to the screen. So she's just checking her numbers, just assessing the lie. A tough shot, uphill. Again, back pin. And that's gotta go. It might have just gone over, it's gone over the back of the green. It's off the back of the green, so Flew pretty much all the way over to the back of the green. Lawrence, let's go through that side of the fairways. We're out of the photographer's way. Far left side of the fairway. Fourth opportunity for Anna Dawson here to close this out and win this championship. It has been an up and down and a back and forth AIG Irish Women's Close Amateur Championship. Okay, so Holly Hamilton here now has gone a little while long off this 18th green, as you can see. Yeah, that's kind of what we were talking about earlier on the coverage. Like, the rough is very cut down. That is the risk, is that you catch one of those flyers. So really short-sighted yourself here. You have to be honest. Not a lot of green, no green really to work with. She has to get this up in the air pretty fast. She's just left it short. Okay, so you have to say, in this game, in this back nine of shifting momentums back and forwards, advantage Anna Dawson here. Holly has taken the putter out, so she will be getting a flat stick on this.
Yeah, it'll be some putt to bring this for par. I mean, she's still got a little bit of fringe to go uphill and to get to the green, and then it flattens out. But I mean, Anna could drain this and it could be all over. Super approach shot from Anna, must be said.
So yeah, she has the opportunity now to win the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship. Just low, just on the low side, but she's going to mark her ball. And Holly Hamilton has the opportunity to extend this further.
Sorry.
Anna Dawson has already been through extra holes today. This now to extend the championship. So that one has obviously just rolled by, and it remains with Holly.
So she knocks this in for bogey, and then it gives...
Clears the way for Anna Dawson to make her par and
win the championship.
Claim the championship, absolutely.
Hamilton now for her bogey, which
And
she does.
She makes it.
She gets her 5. So Anna Dawson has this for her par. If she misses this, we'll be going to a playoff.
And Anna Dawson is the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Close Amateur Champion with her dad on the bag. This is her first championship victory in Ireland. She has won twice in the United States over in university, but this is her first victory here in Ireland. Fantastic. We had to say the momentum shift back and forth across the back nine made it a dramatic championship, but she has been brilliant all week. Made the cut, qualified on the number.
On the number, she was the
number.
16th person that get into the match play side.
Yes, and she obviously played with Katie Poots and went to 20 holes there. Went all the way around. Was unbelievable in her quarter-final match, then again in her semi-final match. Like I was saying, birdies and eagles galore throughout the week. She's been very, very impressive. It's been very, very impressive to watch. She's going to go through scoring all the Ardee members and fans of family that have come to watch. She goes through scoring real quick, and then we might try and grab a word with her. So yes, with their dad in the bag, a great win, a very, very good, very impressive victory.
Yeah, a fantastic final. To be fair, the match, as you said, swung back and forth. Anna was 3 up at one stage and managed to get it back. Holly came back and got to make it level, and then nearly nicked it at the end. But the quality of golf was unbelievable. Anna has been through the collegiate system in the States. I know Holly's only going over now, in autumn, kind of September, October time. But really, really good quality of golf from the two of them. A very enjoyable final. So, we've spoken about this before, but the the women's Irish close trophy is a great trophy.
It is.
I
It's a
kind
brilliant
of
trophy,
put it
yeah.
up on our socials a while ago. It's a proper big trophy, you know. I'm not-
The Irish Championships have great trophies across the men's and women's game.
none of these crap live ones, you know, they're dreadful. But yeah, no, and I think the history of the championships make a big difference. So yeah, Anna Dawson is going to go through scoring, and then hopefully we can get a quick word with her that won't take too long, just of what it means to her.
Yeah, so while she's gone through scoring now, we'll just get ready because I think she's going to do a couple of words with Golf Ireland and a few others, and we'll try to get her. So Anna will be out in just a minute. She's just gone through scoring. She's going to do a quick word with Golf Ireland, and then we'll have a quick word with her as well. But just a reminder on how the match went. Holly Hamilton very quickly went 1-up with a chip-in birdie on the very first hole. They tied the second. Anna Dawson won holes 3, 4, 5 and 6 to then go 3-up. Holly Hamilton fought back, won the 7th hole to go to just 2 down. Anna Dawson responded straight away on the 8th with a birdie to go to 3-up. They'd made the turn with Anna Dawson 3-up. She won the 10th, goes to 4-up, and then a brilliant bit of a momentum shift from Holly Hamilton to win 11, 14, 15 and 17 to bring it back to all square, and then for Anna to claim it with a par there on the last. It was brilliant scoring, low scoring particularly in the front nine, which was very, very impressive golf.
Yeah, I think it kind of got that awkward turn it got through, and then after that I think their quality shone through. I think some of their approach, their tee shots were phenomenal, their wedge play was excellent, and I think
Dara? Yeah.
So
we nearly robbed Anna first there, but we thought it'd be bad form if we stepped in front of the governing body.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, the quality of golf I think was phenomenal from their tee shots, really blew me away, and then their approach shots into green was phenomenal.
So brilliant championship, and then I guess on the conversation of the close, the men's AIG Irish Close is going to be in Westport Golf Club, and that is going to be on the live broadcast is going to be on the 17th of August. We'll have final round live coverage from Westport Golf Club going out to Mayo. You want to break the curse?
All the way.
All the way to Mayo.
Mayo for Sam. Yeah, I think that us dubs won't be that popular right there now, to be fair. But I think from a championship golf versus Ardee, it's really kind of stood up to this test. I've been so impressed by it. It's been a fantastic track. And I think the two players were, I still can't get over how solid they were. I think going back, probably going to, when you ask her, Johnny, I think you have to ask her about 16 and that birdie putt as a really key turning point that steadied things. And then funny winning it on 18. It's what you kind of ask. You kind of ask for, that's what you're holding putts for on the putting green, isn't it? To win something on the 18th.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think we're just going to wait a moment or two now, and we'll be joining Anna Dawson for a quick winners interview. But it's been a brilliant championship. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed spectating it for the early rounds in particular. That's been very good.
So I think, as we spoke about before, she's finished her collegiate career in America. She's back now in Maynooth, and she's part of the Padraig Harrington Scholarship. She's going to her Masters in Maynooth. So, from the top of American collegiate golf to the top of Irish collegiate golf, really, if you're looking at it. You said this was her first championship. She didn't look that it was. She looked very mature, very controlled. And when things got a little hairy, she was able to get through.
Right. To be okay? Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All good?
Yeah.
Anna Dawson, congratulations to the AIG 2025 Irish Women's Amateur Close Champion. How's that feel?
Feels amazing. Yeah, really happy to get the win.
You continued on the theme of low scoring and lots of birdies all week into the opening nine holes in particular this afternoon. Some very, very good golf there on display. The eagle in particular on the front nine.
Yeah, I started off nicely, had a few birdies, had an awful first hole. I don't know what happened. I have this thing with Titleist 4s, and I had a Titleist 4 going off, and I just changed the ball the minute I got to the second tee box. But yeah, Holly did come back. She had a lot of birdies. Like 14, 15, 16, 17, she had birdies in all those holes, so she definitely was a tough game.
When that momentum shift kind of happens in a round and you're playing, your opponent is making birdies and you're making them to half holes in particular, what do you do? What do you think of to try and just keep yourself calm?
I was just trying to fairway green 2-putt and just try to stay relaxed the whole time and just take each shot as it comes.
Lovely. It looks like you're driving home now. As
Dad's
already celebrating.
Well, it's actually the first tournament I've ever drove to, so at least I can prove it to them that I can drive again.
Well, there you go. You're driving one, winning one. That's a great return.
I know.
Well, listen, congratulations again, and enjoy.
Thank you.
Cheers. Okay, and so that is the end of our coverage from the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Close Amateur Championship here at Ardee. Like I said, in just over 2 weeks' time, we'll be up over in Mayo in Westport for the Men's Close Championship. So we'll be back in Westport for that. So we'll see you then.
Coverage of the 2025 AIG Irish Women's Amateur Close Championship on the Bogeymen is brought to you